Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is the fourth tutorial in this course, and in this tutorial we are going to talk about comments, the Newline Escape Sequence, and we are going to check out two more arithmetic operators, the multiplication operator as well as the division operator. Now you would see that I have saved this file and I've given it the name comments, and of course it has the extension .c because it's a C program file, and I also have some code in this program. I've declared the header file, I've declared the main function, and then you see the curly braces, and in between the curly braces you see some lines of code. I've declared two variables, and both of them are integers, and the first one's called a, the second one's b. I've also assigned them values, so a is 20 here and b is 5, and then I've used the printf function, and I've printed a string of text that's a plus b with the equal to symbol. And then you see the format specifier %d because I want to display the result of a plus b. So I've computed that value here, and 20 plus 5 is 25, and that value will be displayed because I passed it as an argument to the printf function. So if I would execute this program, you would see that the output is 25. That's a plus b is equal to 25. That's the output. So let's begin our discussion with comments. Now comments are things that you might want to use for your own convenience. If your program is as short and simple as this one, right, if it's got just 8 or 9 lines of code, then you might not be interested in using comments much. But if your program is long, or if it's complicated, or if you would be sharing your code with someone else, then it would make quite a lot of sense for you to use comments, because this program is very simple. But if suppose in your program you've declared lots of variables and you've done some fancy things, then you might not be remembering, if you visit your program 6 months later, why you've declared certain variables or why you've done certain things, right? So if you include comments, then it would of course eat up a little bit of your time, but trust me, it's a very good habit to develop. And in this course you won't be seeing me using comments much because I want my tutorials to be short and crisp, but trust me, when I code for applications I use comments wherever I can. So the way you include comments in your C programs is by typing in the slash character, right, and this is a /, and then you type in the asterisk symbol, and then you can type in your comments. So for instance, if in this program I want a comment that says program to demonstrate the use of comments, I can type in that, and the way I terminate my comment is by using the same characters but this time in the reverse order. So you have to type in the asterisk symbol first, and then you have to type in the slash, right? And you would notice that when I type in the terminating slash, the color of my code is restored. And another thing that you might be interested in knowing is that if you want to split this comment on multiple lines, right? If your comment is long and if it's extended till the end of the line, and you want to just make things more readable by splitting the comment on multiple lines, then all you have to do is go wherever you want to split the comment and just press the enter key, right? So this is perfectly valid. The compiler is going to have no problem with this, right? So this was our discussion on comments. The next thing we're going to talk about are the operators. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just copy this statement, right, and I'm gonna paste it 4 times because we're going to check out all 4 arithmetic operators in action now. So that was for addition, this one's going to be for subtraction, and of course we've seen the subtraction operator already, and that's the minus symbol. And if you want to multiply two integers, the operator that you have to use is the asterisk symbol, right? So the asterisk is the multiplication operator, and if you want to divide two integers, then the character that you use is the /, right? And of course that's there. Now I'll save this file now and I'll execute this program, and you would see that we get this as the output. A plus b is 25 and a minus b is 15 because a is 20 and b is 5, so 20 minus 5 is 15, and a into b is 100 because 20 times 5 is 100, and a divided by b is 4 because 20 divided by 5 is 4. Now you would see that all these things get displayed on the same line, and we don't want that, right? We want these things to be displayed on different lines, and you would be wondering that if we have our printf statements on different lines, why are the strings being displayed on the same line, and that's because we haven't used the Newline Escape Sequence. So if you would want this second printf statement to put its output on the second line, then you'll have to put in the backslash character and then the alphabet N, and this is the Newline Escape Sequence, and this has to be done within the double quotes. You need to remember that, right? So this is going to put the output of this printf function on the second line, right? And if you want this to be on another line, then again you have to put in a Newline Escape Sequence here. If you want this to be on a separate line, then of course you have to put in Newline Sequence there too. I'll save this file and I'll click on build and run again, and now you would see that the output is much more readable. We have a plus b is equal to 25 on the first line, a minus b is equal to 15 on the second line, a times b is 100 on the third line, and a divided by b is equal to 4 on the fourth line, right? So that's the output for you for this program. Again, I'll go through whatever I've done in this program. I have included a comment on lines 1 and 2, and you put in a comment by typing in the slash character and the asterisk symbol. You type in your text, whatever you want to use as your comment, then you type in the asterisk symbol and the slash. So when you have to terminate your comments, you have to use the characters in reverse order. I've declared two variables here, a and b. I've given them values. A is 20 here, b is 5, and then of course I have 4 printf statements. And we've seen the addition symbol and the the addition and the subtraction operators in the previous tutorial. The multiplication and the division operators are the two operators that we've met for the first time in this tutorial. And the multiplication operator is the asterisk symbol and the division operator is the slash, right? So that's something that you have to notice. And of course the Newline Escape Sequence, it's used to throw your output on a fresh line, and of course you have to use it within the double quotation marks in your printf function. So there you go, that's it for this tutorial. I'm going to see you in the next tutorial. Take care till then, and please subscribe to my channel in case you haven't.